What is going on, guys? We're back with another video today. We're doing another experiment. It's one we've done many a times on Madden because I'm just so original. I have great ideas, just new ones all the time. I'm not running out of ideas, I promise. But it's, does size matter in Madden? And of course, the other size matters question. Let me tell you, it does. I learned the hard way. That son of a Sarah. So unfortunately, no franchise video today, technically. But tomorrow we will have the 49ers, and then Saturday we will have a rebuild. Hopefully by next Monday we will actually have the Buccaneers franchise actually started up, so we should be able to see several videos of that during the week. So hopefully you guys are excited as I am, and let's get into this experiment. Yeah, we've done this a few times, and it has not... I mean, it's gone kind of the way we expected, but it shouldn't go the way we expected. We have very small players and very big players. Now, I probably should have made it where these guys were 5'5", 400, and then the other guys were, really small but tall. But either way, 5'5", 160, and 7 foot 400, there should be stat differences, right? Let's all use common sense and say, hey, probably not the exact same, right? There's going to be positions where, maybe wide receiver should do way better as the tall guys, and then, maybe running back should do better as the small guys, perhaps. I don't know. But we're going to see exactly what happens in Madden. Obviously, we've just seen that. Literally, every player on this side of the roster is going to be 5'5", 160, both offense and defense. However, when we take another sim, they are going to be 7 foot, 400 pounds. So, does EA have it in them to show us that there is a difference between size? And, this isn't just another quote-unquote fun, quote-unquote, you're wasting my time, quote-unquote, give me my views back, quote-unquote, I'm on my deathbed, and that was the last video I ever watched, thank you very much, douche. But it is actually kind of helpful for rebuilds. Sometimes you might choose a guy just based on their size because they're similar, but, you might take a guy that's one speed slower, but you're like, hey, he's, 2 feet taller, it's probably better to get the taller guy, right? Of course, you can see here, 7-9 team. Anytime I thought that was, never mind. Anytime I touch a franchise this year, it's going to just crumble. So get used to that. That's just the way it is this year. Last rebuild, Cardinals was decent. I should have mentioned it, though. Whatever. Don't worry about it. Let's take a look at the stat line. I'm going to write some of this down just because my memory is just absolutely great. So, obviously, we know about guys like Russell Wilson. They're not quite 5'5", pretty damn close, I suppose, but not quite 5'5". Very hard to play QB at that height. But you can see here, Todd Gurley, not only is he not affected by the height and weight, his arthritis seemed to clear up, a little bit lighter load on the feet and the ankles. So it seems maybe Todd Gurley needs to just shave off some inches. That didn't come out the way it probably should have. But, that's just the way it is. Receiving was god-awful. Blocking, I'm going to go on a limb and say if you're 5'5", 160, you should probably be giving up about 40 sacks each position. Just saying. Sack totals, I'm not sure how much this would affect it too much. I think you probably wouldn't have a lot of muscle mass to be able to pass rush. Aaron Donald, 7 sacks, nothing great. Clay Matthews, 6.53, 3, Let's take a look at picks. It'd be very hard to get picks. However, you can see guys like Weddle who are very slow as long as, along with that height and weight. Somehow got 3 picks. Interesting. Greg Zuerlein, I think those positions wouldn't be affected too much. Okay, we made a mistake. Apparently Johnny Hekker wasn't changed, but obviously it's the punter. If there was ever any fitting way for the punter and kicker to be disrespected, it would be in an experiment that kind of doesn't matter the way it is, but even in one that kind of doesn't matter, they still get disrespected. That's just classic special teams hate. Just absolute hate. So we have the Cowboys and the Chiefs. If we were going to make a guess, we would say, hey, shorter guys seem to do pretty poor there. Maybe height does actually factor this year. But we'll find out. All right, let's take a look at these big guys. Let's see what we're looking at. See here, Jared Goff, big tall fella himself. Look at my boy Jared, looking chunky as possibly. Look at the chunk. Absolutely chunked out. Looking huge. and I love it. Jared Goff, don't you change one bit, my man. You're looking good. Let's take a look at his stat line. Obviously untouched, but whew, them pounds been packing, huh? Just packing away, but that's fine. That's fine. You know, we're not going to judge you. You do what you want to do. And of course, Todd Gurley looking chunky as well. Once again, we should see some sort of difference. I think maybe next year, if we do this again, we'll probably do it a little bit better. We're going to make it where they're really short and big, and then the 7-foot guys are like 200 pounds. So you should definitely assume, hey, the big, short guys wouldn't run very fast. They wouldn't be able to play as well. They wouldn't be nearly as athletic. And then the 7-foot tall guys are just super fast freaks, you know. We can see here they did make the playoffs, similar to the other record, but definitely, you know, different. But we can see here the yardage and all that. I'm going to say that's pretty much the exact same as the other one. You know, there was 2 more touchdowns, 6 less picks, about the same yards. So I can pretty much safely say Jared Goff was unhindered. And honestly, even though the weight's kind of a problem, 7 foot tall as a QB, you would think would be a pretty big advantage. Todd Gurley, you know, once again, it's a great season, but pretty damn similar. Only 200 yards more, 2 touchdowns more. And then receiving, other than Cooper Kupp's touchdowns, almost dead even with the previous results. Blocking, 7 foot, 400 pounds. You would think, at least at the tackle spot, that would be a huge improvement. Pretty much the exact same again. Defensively, we might see a difference here. Aaron Donald, that could just be random, though. As you can see, Clay Matthews, Ebukam, kind of similar numbers. Aaron Donald did double his sacks, so maybe we're going to say a freak like Donald, the extra weight and height may have helped him. Pick totals, nothing too different, just different names pretty much. Kicking and punting, nothing different at all. Punting, I think, was actually worse, even though we have the exact same size at punter. Let's take a look at things to do, which is obviously next week. Can they actually I was hoping the big guys could get it done. I was really hoping for some reason they would just pull off a miracle. Playoff schedule. Where are they? Wild card. Where the hell are we? Here we are. I kind of want to see the big guys in action. I might actually go for both of them. We're not worried about that. Let's just see who wins the Super Bowl. As we do, get some more data on how many wins different teams get, I suppose. There's somebody stalking the videos and saying, you know, did you know last Madden you had the Browns win 35 Super Bowls and rebuilds and all that? And there we go. 36. I beg you to differ words. So we can see here, I think the team did gain a few backups throughout the offseason. But there is a lot of big guys still on the field here. Johnny Hecker and company, you can see the size difference. They're not running any different, though, which is really weird to see. Of course, defense is kind of... Yeah, no one really cares about defense. Here we go. Obese squad at it again. And there goes Ever. I mean, imagine these big guys running the speed they normally... Let's take a look at Cooks. Can we see Cooks? All right, Brandon. I love how the interior of the line is all small guys for some reason. Look at Brandon Cooks go! He's gone! He almost actually caught that. Look at him just running down the field, looking speedily. Of course, one of the other things that I would have loved to do was to play the two teams against each other, but obviously, A, they're the Rams, and B, it would take me a long time. Basically, I saved a lot of time by being able to just edit over the 7 foot, 400 pound guys when one false swoop, so save me a little bit of time that way, and it obviously wouldn't really make much sense to have 2 different rating teams play against each other. It really wouldn't tell us too much. I will say there, I don't know, maybe it's just because he's really big, but it looked like the juke move was actually pretty poor. So maybe it doesn't affect stats, but actual playing-wise, it might affect juking. I can't tell, though. We'd have to run with someone like Todd Gurley. Nope. The moves are definitely not affected by weight. The only thing I can see that is being affected is maybe being able to suction a little bit quicker. Overall, I don't really see an advantage so far. I'm not really seeing an advantage. Like, the strides aren't much different. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe there's a little bit of an advantage when you cut and then you, like, get an extra boost because you're kind of taller. You're going to gain a little bit more yards first play. Of course, we have enough of that. I kind of want to see the small team now, though. I want to see if it's actually easier to slip through the holes. Although, it probably would work better if we had a normal-sized O-line. So you can't even really tell that Todd Gurley's, like, tiny. Like, he actually, like, you can't really tell at all. Yeah, even at first glance here, you can't really see old. You can see Hecker because they actually made him gigantic, but yeah, everyone else doesn't really look too small yet. I mean, even now, I mean, obviously we do have some regular guys in there, but it doesn't really look too small. Let's wait till the offense gets out there. Oof. Was that actually because of the shortness? I think that was. So receiving is a problem. Running, though, let's take a look real quick. Once again, that O-line, big problem. Left tackle's normal size. Center's as well. But, yeah, look at Todd able to slip through really quickly. So, I don't know. Maybe it is a little balance. I'm not sure. I think what should have been is the receiving numbers should have been worse. Like, just based on the way they're playing. Of course, offensive linemen being that small and light, they would be tossed around all game, which, hey, that could be, you know, something else as well. We had receivers deep, but that's enough for me. We probably got to 10 minutes as well. Hey, what up? But hey, that was our Size Matters, Does Size Matter franchise experiment. If you guys have any ideas for another experiment, or what if maybe you have one for one that we've already done and you think it would actually fit in this new year, you know, this Madden, or, you know, it's been one we haven't done in a while and you're interested, let me know in the comment section below. Obviously, if you have your own idea as well. Maybe subscribe if you're new, like the video if you liked it. Normally we do franchise videos, we'll do rebuilds, we'll do a little bit of MUT, but I like to throw these experiments in there every once in a while, so hopefully you guys don't mind. Anyways, hopefully you guys come back for next video, but until next video, see ya!